Hey guys, here I am again. So I will try this time. I'm just gonna play my game and maybe some other game or whatever. I will just start with my game. Actually, I would like. Okay, I will start with my Double Dragon. Maybe later I will play my World Heroes game. And yeah, this is just also an opportunity to hang out for the next few hours. Whoever might wanna do that, you are free to chat. I will try to pay attention. And yeah, we can have also some chat or whatever if someone will show up. That is. So let me set up my screen. Okay. So I have to change something. Okay, so I have to just make some changes here. Okay, let's see what's going on with the screen. So let's say that's okay. Anyway, also I'm gonna try to I will try not to slap very hard on my controller because I know my microphone is sucks and it picks all the slapping I'm doing on my keyboard or on my controller and stuff. Anyways, let's start with a fucking game and then we will see what happens. Okay. Okay, let's play this mode this time. This is the shorter one. Who do I wanna use? Okay, let's try to survive this mode as a double dragon. No, I will be Williams, okay? Let's try to survive it again with this little motherfucker. Yeah, these characters are very simple. They don't have this ground attacks and stuff. He's having this trick and this trick. So this is all he can do as far as special attacks go. Yeah, and then he can suck. Anyways. Still the game is beatable with these characters, it's just a little bit harder and yeah. I did not make them too advanced or stuff. I just wanted to make them I did not want to give them too much extra stuff other than the AI version is, you know. I want them to keep it simple and fair. Anyway. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, now this is gonna get fucked up. Fucking assholes. Okay. So I'm trying not to be too loud with my controller, but again, this microphone is too sensitive. It does not have this noise cancellation, so every micro sound it's immediately picked up. That's yeah, you get what you're paying for. This microphone I got I think for 70 bucks. For me it's fairly expensive, but okay. His sound quality sucks, and as you can tell, it picks every micro sound other than the voice. You know, it does not have any kind of voice cancellation or whatever. And yeah, that's I get that. This is getting a little bit annoying when you try to play a game, and I mean annoying for the viewer. But anyways, this is not something I'm doing regularly. I'm not a professional streamer or something. Also, I said before I will let you. Maybe I will let you know beforehand if I go live. But I was not sure if I will do it today. It was just spontaneous. I decided to do it. And yeah, this one or two people whom I have gotten notified, now they are not. But it's not a big deal. Next time, if I know beforehand, I will let you also know, guys. But in general, I'm not planning doing this very often with this playing live my game or whatever. Just who knows? Maybe I will do it a few times more. I just thought it's a little bit of fun to play the game and maybe have someone show up. Chat a little bit, someone who is familiar with the game or whatever, and I don't know, talk in general. Okay, let me get another character. And maybe I don't know, talk in general about games in this game making or whatever the fuck it might be. Oh no. Yeah, you are the best, motherfucker. Look at this asshole. Oh yeah, I can do that too, motherfucker. So hey, so finally. Oh no, not reaction. can do that too. Motherfuckers. No. No. Hey. Fucking asshole. Also, I would like to say, if you are this little weasel who I have talked lately about on my videos, okay, and you're watching this, this is your opportunity to talk with me, okay? If you, because you were saying that. Of course, you deleted this bullshit because it was all bullshit, but you were saying previously on the forum that you are willing to talk shop and stuff, okay? You are willing to talk to me if somehow I will contact you or whatever. Even though I did contact you and you did not like it, okay? but you want to pretend all this bullshit. Okay, here I am. Ask me again if you have my consent. I'm here. Let's talk shop. But of course, this is not gonna happen. Anyway, fuck this guy. Okay, these guys are kicking my ass. Oh no. So let's be who? Let's be yeah, and a bubble. I could have give him some more moves. That's true. This is the one character I will actually I wanted to, but I was so when I added all these wrestling characters, then I wanted to actually also give Adobo some extra move as a player, okay? So because he's unable to grab the restless, with a restless, you are able to grab any character, okay? But Adobo he can only grab the small enemies, but he cannot grab the restless. And actually, I wanted to give him this ability, and maybe it have more than one. For example, he can do this throw to the small enemies. Okay, when I will be able to perform it. So this throw right there. And I wanted to give him more than that, and also the ability to grab every character like the restless can do. But again, I was so burned out from this whole thing because again I did not and this is why I'm a bit protective of this game, you know, when it comes to people editing the game and not giving credit and stuff. I don't have problem for people editing, but when they pretend they try to hide the fact that they're using my game, like this guy I was talking about before, and they are not honest about it. This is what I don't like, because that's the thing. All this stuff right here, the restless, all the stuff, uh, the sprites. That was so much work there is a whole long process to do all this stuff, and for all this work, it's not about who owns the IP. Of course, the IP, all this is not original material, okay? These sprites, but it is so much work to rip all the sprites frame by frame, clean them up in Photoshop, then align the sprites to sit in the canvas in the right position or whatever, so that it will be simpler than when you're coding this whole stuff. Okay, it's a whole lot of work you're doing with the sprites. Again, uh, that's why when you go to a website to download some sprite sets and stuff, people are expecting to give them some credit when we are using the sprite sets, because uh, it's about the work. It's not about who owns the IP. It's about the work people have done beforehand, so that you have these resources available. Because it's not simple anyway. And yeah, the wrestlers, all the WWF characters were also a lot of work because of the programming and stuff, but also the sprites. At some point, I will, because I don't have prepared all the files. I don't have them in this in the Mac Mini I'm streaming right now. But at some point, maybe when I will do this 10th year anniversary of the game, I think it's around October or something. I will maybe do a live stream, and maybe also all this stuff. Files I have them in on my old PC. I will show you this folders I have with all the sprites and stuff, so that you can understand this whole process, how much work it was, and this is what this whole thing is about. It's not and people are taking it for granted, and still, as I showcased on my previous video, uh, there are tools available where you can make it so that people cannot access the files of the game, and they cannot alter or take things out and stuff. You can do that, but I did not do it this way, and I let the files accessible to people, because even though I did put all this work, okay, to gather all the resources for the game by myself, okay, to not gather rip the resources. I did not gather from websites and stuff. I did rip all this from myself, okay. And again, it was this long and painful process to do all this stuff. And so my game is not just that it plays like Double Dragon, and it has all it's programmed, let's say, well, and to play like a real Double Dragon stuff. It's not only about that, but it's also a very good collection of all the resources, almost all the resources of the arcade games. Because before my game, there were in many places available, but nowhere near for the most characters. I'm talking about spreadsheets now, okay? But spirits and music and all this stuff, or sound effects, they are very rare to find. There were a few open ball games, older even, based on the arcade version of Double Dragon, okay? But they had so much stuff missing. They were not complete. But my game is having everything, everything, all the sprites, and all I read by myself. I did not use anything from anyone else, okay. And that's the thing, and this is why I wanted to have it open, so people can use it. I don't have anything when people will take stuff from the game and use it, or whatever. Again, for me, it's just to be honest about it, and that's it. But as you can see, there are people like this guy who I was talking about, who are just they have this malicious intent, and the moment I recognize this malicious pattern, then I'm very direct and say no, I don't agree with it, and this is what I told this guy. Okay, you don't have my consent. The moment I realize they go with this malicious intent, they try to hide stuff that we talk, and they try to hide. They try to hide everything, reframe everything the way it fits them and stuff. They try to use. He tried to use my game without mentioning me, and then he's on my game. He opens this new thread and stuff, and he's pretending he's talking about his ideas and stuff. You recognize immediately this pattern that this person is acting in bad faith, and this is why with such people I'm saying no. Again, with everyone else I don't have a problem, but when someone is going like this, I say no, because these people, you cannot give. You should not. The moment you are nice to them, you lose. And an example of that is, of course, he deleted all this bullshit again. But I have video from earlier today where I caught him in action when he was deleting all and altering all his posts. But I have his post on video before he altered, okay? Where he was stating, for example, that he had previous interaction a year ago and I gave him my consent and this and that. But he's not mentioning that we had a week back or so, I contacted him to tell him that's not okay the way he's doing it, and therefore he does not have my consent. You know what I mean? And this is an example why the moment, and this is what he was repeating, for example, that again and again in this thread, in order to look good, that I gave him my consent a year back, and this is what I mean. This is a good example. People who act in bad faith, they're only even a little bit good what you gave them. Also, he was claiming he's having screenshot. Imagine what normal person. Imagine he's claiming he's someone who contacted me a year ago and I gave him my consent, and he's also having screenshot from that discussion. I mean, first of all, I doubt it, but even if it's true, I don't doubt that. If he asked me on YouTube and I told him, okay, it's okay, you can do it, because again, I don't have anything against it when people are editing my game. I pointed this many times out. But again, I'm always saying people just do it with honesty and give credits and this and that's it. And again, but imagine he's claiming to having screenshot one normal person. Imagine he contacted me a year ago and told me yes, okay, and for some reason he took screenshots back then of me saying yeah, it's okay, you can do it. You know what I mean? What normal person does that? But anyway, I don't believe it to be true. But I'm taking this as an example. It's not about it what I'm talking about right now, but it's I'm taking as an example why you should not relent with these people, and you should not when you the moment you recognize someone is having this malicious intent, you should never relent and give them any ground, because you see this is what with the screenshot what he's talking about. This is an example. The act of kindness from my side that I told him a year ago, that okay, you can add my game, this you see what he's doing. He's repeating constantly this fact. He's trying to using it. The act I was nice to him. He's trying to use it now against me. He's keep repeating. Oh, magggas gave me. He's not telling he's not having my consent now, but he's telling to the forum. Oh, he keeps repeating. Oh, magggas gave me his consent a year ago. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. This is one example of how these people are. The moment you identify this malicious intent with these people, you should never be kind to them, and should never relent. And that's Uh, this is what it is about for me. It's not because it's a big deal if he edits the game. It's not a big deal to me. He can do it. But for what it's worth, he does not have my consent because for all this bullshit I talked in the previous video and in this behavior, and this dishonesty does not deserve my consent. I was nice to him previously, and the only thing that came out from of that, he's trying to use that I was nice to him against me. He's trying to use this act where I was nice to him. He's trying to using it as defense right now, where he's full of shit. So, and this is why people like this, as I said before, can go fuck themselves. I don't hate him, but I don't. I, People like this don't have my consent, and I don't like it. I don't like this bullshit. He's making fooling himself, and I don't care. I just found it funny, and I'm curious to see what will come from this video I made, the last video I did earlier today, where I caught him in action, altering his post. Imagine what normal person is going back. He was altering, so he was deleting all the statements he made previously on the thread of my game. That he's resuming the development and this and that and all the ideas he had. What he was stating, he wanna make cosmetic changes to my game and this and that. He made multiple posts in about a month or whatever in this thread, And today he did go back, so a month later from when he made all these posts or whatever, And he was altering all these posts. He was deleting everything he said, and he was changing it with just random things, I mean, what normal person does that, who does not have malicious intent. Also, while he changed all his statements because he's trying to change his narrative, and now he's pretending like all of a sudden he decided not to use my game as a base, which is a lie, as I saw on the video, the previous video. He's still using my name, but he's now just trying to pretend he's not using, because of course he knows he does not have my consent. He saw my videos, and just in case he's just trying to cover his ass now, and he goes back. He's deleting all the statements where he's talking about working on my game, while in same time he's not changing on the new thread he opened, where he's posting about the game he's working, this mysterious game he's using and editing, which he will not like to tell. Okay, there he did not change anything. I mean, is this not weird? How you go back? Let's be clear, because I'm sorry, I'm not very good at explaining things, but just imagine. He's stating on the thread in the forum, on the thread of my game, he's stating he's resuming development in this and that, and he's posting about the changes he wants to make on my game. I told him it's not okay, because then he opens a new thread and at some point, and he's posting all his ideas and this and that, but he's posting screenshots and they are clearly from my game. He just changed the way the select screen looks and stuff, but you can clearly see it is my game who is using, but he is not mentioning me or my game in the new thread, So everyone who will see it will not know whatever he is planning to do there is based on my game. You know what I mean? And so this is where I contacted him and told him, okay, this is not okay. You should let people know that on the new thread, that it's still my game you are working on. Okay, you were stating previously that you want to just do cosmetic changes. Then and open the new thread, you're changing the name of the game or whatever, but it's still my game, and you're not mentioning me or my game, and this is, you see, right in this moment this malicious intent, and this is why I contacted him and told him that it's not okay to do it this way, and imagine now he's going back, he's deleting all these previous posts he was telling, what he was stating, he's working on my game, so in my thread, okay, not in his new thread. So in my thread, he's deleting all the posts what he was saying. Uh, he 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 wanna resume the development of my game and this and that. He's deleting all that, but in same time, when you go to see his new thread about the game he's trying to make, which is still my game he's editing, in this new thread, he says nothing. Why? Even though from what he was saying previously, now he's studying, he's doing a different thing. He's not. This is what he's studying now in my thread. That he's no longer working on my game. Okay, but now you go to his thread, to the other thread he had before. He did not sense anything there. It looks exactly how it looked before. Why? How is that? If he is doing something different than before, but what he was posting on his thread is still the same. How is this possible? It is possible because all he does, he's just trying to cover his ass. This is all he does. He's just trying to deceive people into thinking. Uh, he also stating he respecting me much, and out of respect he opened the new thread and this and that. No, it's the exact opposite, because he wanted to deceive people into thinking he's working on something new, while he is still working on my game. This is why he opened this new thread and without the mention of my game. That's the thing. But anyway, this is the people where I have zero tolerance. When I see this behavior, I have zero tolerance. And of course, why should I give my permission to such an individual? I spent all this time, all the years, for coding all this stuff, ripping all the sprites by myself, the music, a few songs only I use it from another user from there is this guy Prototon who also created the the Double Dragon Legacy game. Okay, previously he was released because this guy is a multi-talent. Okay, he was released. He made his own Double Dragon music remix or something. Okay, he created, and I use it in my game. 2 or 3 songs. So he released an album with all. I think he remade all the music from the first Double Dragon game. Okay, and so I used a few songs from there because in this game I have a version where you can play with the original soundtrack and a version where you can play with the alternate soundtrack. And for the alternate soundtrack, I think I'm using 2 or 3 songs from this guy. Okay, but I'm crediting. I'm having this guy on the credits. I did not ask him back then when I made that because I didn't know. I also didn't know how to contact this guy. I was also not sure if he was accessible or whatever, but at least I added him on the credits of the game. So his name is there. So this is I think this is the correct way to do it. Okay. Um, Anyway, and yeah, I forgot. I want to also say something else. I was about to say something else, but I don't know yet. Anyway, so in general, this is how we do this stuff. Here is one thing I forgot to fix. I made a mistake here, right here. I think when Teddy Biasi dies, he disappears, and he should not be. His pride disappears. This was a mistake. I just forgot to. On my latest update, I forgot to fix. I wanted to fix this, and then I did not make another update to the game just only for this one little fix. But who knows? In the 10th anniversary, maybe in a few months, maybe I will have added something new. Even though, to be honest, I have nothing planned. But maybe, if that will be the case, then I will fix this also. You will see what I mean. It's such a little thing. But I just want to know, I'm totally aware of it. Even since I released it, right after I released this latest updates, it came very shortly in my attention that because actually I was aware from this bug and I thought I fixed it before I released the latest fix, you know. But somehow, even though it was on my list, in my list, I still somehow missed it. And then after I uploaded the game and all the stuff, and I posted the update, then I replayed the game again, and then I saw. So, for example, this is what I mean. Adel the Giant sprite stays there when he dies, but Teddy Biasi, he will disappear, and this is a mistake, which I forgot to fix. Oh, you see, he's gone. But again, maybe this will be fixed. Maybe if I will update the game again. Okay, so let's close this. So I'm sorry if I know my every little sound is it's loud. I mean my microphone is speaking every little sound. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna try. Okay, I played this short version. I would like to play also my World Heroes game. Let's see. Okay, I have to. That's good enough. Yeah, I could make it this full screen, but anyway, I'll let it be like this. It does not matter. Okay. Okay, let's play some World Heroes. And I will play. I like almost all characters, but to be honest, the one that I enjoy the most, I enjoy a lot Sura, I enjoy a lot Hanzo, but Jane also, but the most Goku is the best character for me. Also, the stories and stuff is of course are bullshit. I mean the game story, okay? Of course it's bullshit because it does not matter to me. Not only back then, my English were even worse than they are right now. Okay, when I made this game, 2013, I released the game. Okay, so I'm start working on 2011 when I released my Mortal Kombat game. Okay, and back then my English were way worse than they are now. And not only that, yeah, back then you did not have, for example, nowadays you have many tools to help you write something and stuff. Back then you had only Google Translate, and that was really bad. Okay, but the problem was not only that. Also, I don't care much about in a beat 'em up. I don't care much about story. Uh, to me, it's more about the gameplay. When you are making a beat 'em up that it should be playing for you should be playing for around half an hour 40 minutes. uh, I don't think as well to me stories are not important. you know for some people are, but to me they are not. Anyways, and recently I also updated this game, and but I removed the link, the download, the whole page actually from it's IO, or how it's pronounced, where I also having my Double Dragon game there. There I had a page also for this game, but recently, a few months back, I don't know, 2 or 3 months back, uh, the game got DMCA'd by SNK, okay, and they sent me an email and stuff, and yeah, and actually this email I got from the website where I was hosting the game, okay, and yes, I responded, and they asked to take the game down, and this is why I don't have download link for this, but you can find this game on the internet, okay. I think even this latest version. And so the update I made is here you can see. Oh, I cannot move my cursor, disappeared. So I added this mana bar, or it's energy bar. This blue bar, below the health bar. Okay. Um, and this is only for some moves, it's not for all moves. For example, if you are using this normal down forward attack special moves, okay, it is not using any energy. But if you are using this something like this with where you press the two buttons, so to hit in both directions, then it subtracts energy. And to refill, you have to hit the enemies to refill, okay. uh, I did not want to restrict all the special moves, because for me, I know it's a bit cheap. The gameplay is still a bit cheap, but to me it takes away a lot from the fun, because in this game it is to me it is all about the special moves are making the game fun. And if I tried to restrict them with this energy bar, blue energy bar, but then the game just becomes not so fun. The energy bar is getting depleted very fast, and you are losing a lot of the how do I say, the gameplay is losing a lot of the fluidity, you know. For for example, you can use all this move. That's the fun of the game, you know. You can do all these crazy moves and use them right in the moment, depending on the opportunity or whatever. For example, you know what I mean. And taking away that, and for example, one moment you can do this, the next moment you can, because you are restricted. It takes a lot away from what this game is about, you know. And what I decided to do, I'm restricting, for example, moves like this, where you are totally invisible and you're hitting both ways, uh, such moves, or for example, the bees, they are using also the energy, so you cannot spam them, you know. You have to fight a little bit, and then you can use again this the bees, you know. This is and I think this is more fair. And anyway, this game is anyway not so it's fairly easy anyway. The other change I made, I changed the health items. As we can see, this is right here. Previously, it was spawning a very big meal, you know, which was giving you full health. Right now, when I destroyed this barrel, it spawned another smaller meal, you know. And so I made it so that when you're finding these health items, I made it so that they are randomly spawned, and I gave more chance that you will get dropped. So the smaller meals that are giving you lesser health are having more chances to drop than the ones that are giving you full health, if that makes sense. So I made it random. Previously it was hard coded where which item will be spawned. Now it is totally random, and again with a bigger drop rate to the smaller, because yeah, previously it was you are getting in this game, you are getting a lot of health items and stuff, and again the game it's not too hard, and yeah, this is also helping a little bit to balancing things out, so that you will have chance to maybe lose a credit, and you will have the chance to select another character, try another character, you know. But I did not yeah, I did not change too much. This, and one more change I made to this game was in this latest update, that when you hit an enemy like this with your attacks, you know, the pain reaction is having a little more delay, because previously the pain reaction was too fast, and the enemies were keep moving around while you are in the middle of hitting them, you know. They were able to kind of move around while you were in the middle of your normal combo, you know, punch combo, or stuff. And yeah, this was another small change. uh, sure, there are other things I could have changed in this game, but again, right now I'm not making uh, this was just I thought a small quality of life changes. Oh, and one more change I also did. So in total there are then four changes. Um, on the last battle, and you will see it later. Um, I made the final boss, because the final boss Neodio, he's alone, okay, and it was boring and boring fight anyway. I mean, not that it, now it's so much improved, but it's a little bit better, you know. Just made Neo Dio to split in two at some point, you know. When he gets in half health, he's splitting into two, so you are fighting with two versions of Neo Dio at the same time. So it's a little bit more challenging, even though it's still the last fight it's still easy. But both versions of him when he's splitting in two. From both versions, their total health is the same. Okay, for example, you're fighting with the one Neo Dio. He comes to 50% of his health. Then he is splitting in two, and these two are having both the rest of the 50% health he had originally. So the 50% of health is splitting into these two characters also. So it's not like the health bar seems full, but the amount of health they are having is still the remaining he had before. Okay, it's not like all over again. You have to fight the full health. So in total, so in terms of health, he's having, even with when he splits, the same health, but split in two also. And so when I'm also talking, because I'm not using to it, when I'm also talking and explaining these things, I'm not very concentrated on the gameplay. So I'm sorry if I'm doing just bullshit. But it is what it is. Oh, come on. By the way, as you can see, I'm not using headphones, so um, the sound I think is coming. I did not test. I just used the setup like as it was the previous when I went live, and now I'm just having turned the volume of my speakers to very low, so my microphone is not picking up the sound also from the speakers, and I hope I hope you cannot hear the speakers. Even though the system volume, because I can explain I cannot explain my setup. It's a little bit. It's not very straightforward, but I have made of multiple ways. Let's say to lower the volume, even though the system volume it does not change. Let's say that. So the sound volume from the system that this video is recording, it's stays the same, but I still can lower the volume on my speakers. So this way I don't have to wear the headphones. I still can hear the game from the speakers, and I hope the microphone is not picking it. But what I cannot tell for sure is whether the volume of the game, the system sound, it's too loud and you cannot hear me very well. But I think it's okay for what I can tell. Because again, I just let it like it was on the OBS software the previous time, the settings. So, well, even if it's not, the worst that can happen is I'm just talking and no one can hear. Even later, if someone watches this video, will not be able to hear me, and that's also okay. I don't care. Uh-huh. It seems like I'm losing. let me check something. Sorry. Okay, so let's play. And also this grab, this right here, this is inspired from Yoshimitsu from Tekken 3. If you press, I think, down, back and the triangle, he is doing this move like this, this grab. So originally this character does not have this move right here. But again, that was an inspiration from Yoshimitsu's. I like it, and I added to this character. Originally he is having this grappling move, and one more I think, which I did not like very much, and so I invented this one, which I think it looks nice. Yeah, I was Tekken 3 player. I mean, I still playing from time to time, but not seriously. But I'm playing these older Tekken games, not the new ones. I don't care about the new ones. That's not Tekken anymore. What happened to the Tekken franchise? You know what happened? It got Capcomized. So it's more like Capcom's Street Fighter than it's Tekken nowadays. You know, the characters are looking good. They have this weight proportions like the 3D models of the Capcom characters. You know, which I don't like. They're still looking like uh, Tekken characters, but it's a bit of a mishmash. You know, it's a little bit of both, and this is one thing. But the what bothers me the most is about the gameplay. You know, it plays. It's still Tekken, but also again it's got Capcomized a lot. You know, and I don't like that. I don't have anything against Capcom or the Street Fighter games, but I just don't like them. I just like Tekken, you know? Like Tekken was up until Tekken 6. Tekken 6 is where it started to go downhill for me, but it was still acceptable as Tekken. It still was Tekken. Then Tekken 7, forget it. It was the first Tekken I did not, I was not interested anymore. From the modern Tekken, the more modern, the one, the latest that I still consider okay, it's the Tekken Tag Tournament 2, okay? But Tekken 7, you can forget about it, I don't care. This is not Tekken anymore for me. So from time to time I'm still playing on the emulators, you know, because I don't have any PlayStation anymore. I sold all my PlayStations years ago, and yeah, a few games I'm playing on my PC. Very few PC games, and yeah, mostly emulators and stuff. So I like mostly older stuff. Modern stuff, not that much that interests me. The Witcher series I find nice, but we will see when the new Witcher will come out. I'm a bit worried about it, but we will see. Sorry, excuse me. I'm smoker, you know, and this is what you get. When you smoke cigarettes, your health is not, it's not at the best. No. What is with this asshole boss? Will he die now or what? And now that's it. Just a moment. Okay, here we are. Okay. I should have chosen Sura, no, not Sura, Fuma. Fuma is also good because he's having, he's one of the two characters, I think, uh, to which I get the ability to grab airborne enemies, you know. You can grab enemies in the air. For example, um this girl, Yagmi or whatever, she's jumping around and you can grab her in the air, you know, or other, yeah, like that. But with Hanzo, I cannot do that. I can only do this. And it's it feels fun to be able to grab this asshole in the air. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Uh, fuck. Hey, what was that? They are blocking the ground attacks. This is a bug, I think. It's either a bug or I forgot, because I think I made these attacks to not be blockable. Now it is the new engine the game is using that something I had to change a setting because of that. Because I'm pretty sure I made these attacks when you do this, you hitting the enemy on the ground. I made these attacks to be not blockable, because as you have noticed, when Hanzo tried to punch on the ground the enemy, then the enemy all of a sudden was blocking, stand up and blocking. This should not be happening actually. But yeah, this is something. Or maybe it's only this character. We will see. I will try to do this. Now you can see these characters did not block. Maybe it's a setting I forgot to this specific character previously. To this specific enemy, the previous enemy. I don't know. Again, yeah, it's always something to fix, always something you forget. That's the thing. Even after all these years, something show up. I mean, I'm pretty sure I must have noticed this before too, but since I'm not doing any meaningful updates, I'm not gonna edit the game just to fix this one little thing. I don't care that much. This is remember this game is 2013 or 2000. Yes, 2013. I think I released, or 2012. 12 to 13, something like that. I think it took me 2 years after the. That's why I think 2013. So it's 13 years old. This game. It's already so long out there. So I'm not gonna just edit to set to make some such a very little minor fixes. For example, lately when I did this small already, but it was a couple of small changes I made. It was not only just one little thing. It was for different things I changed recently. Okay, in this game, so a few months back. Uh, that was an opportunity where I could have corrected this, but at the moment, again, I must have seen this before, but at the moment when I made these changes a few months back, this latest update, I did not have it any more in mind. I already forgot about that, because it's such a trivial thing. It's not happen regularly. For example, here he did not block. You see, as he should not be able to block, and maybe that was this one specific enemy that happened previously. Maybe something with this enemy, or I don't know, something that I might have changed and caused this behavior. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's such a minor thing that not so easy to spot, and for such a trivial thing, I will not just post an update. Next time, maybe, if I will gonna make any update to this game at some point again, to maybe add a few stuff, or having a list of other small stuff to change or fix or whatever. If I will come around to do something like this, then maybe if I will remember this, I will also do that. But until then, yeah, it is what it is. These fucking assholes, they are breaking my combo all the time. seems I'm the best player, you know. No, I'm not, but allow me to pretend that I am. Anyway, what is the game? Where is the game? Hmm, come on. Forgot to block. Yes, you can block. Okay, are you dead now? Nice. Let me just check something. Okay, very nice. That makes me happy. And overall, not only just because I'm the creator of this fucking game, but I think this one is holding up very well. My older Mortal Kombat game, I think not so much. Still, I'm reading from people like they are enjoying the old Mortal Kombat games. Sure, they are having their charm and so, but okay, let's be honest, they are pretty bad. Okay, but this one, I think, is a bit better put together. I think it holds up to this day. I mean, from time to time, like I'm do now, uh, when I'm playing it, I still find it kind of enjoyable. I think it still holds up. Uh, it's nothing too special or too crazy, but I think it's kind of having so fun gameplay. And yes, for it to not get too old, so one can have fun for 40 minutes or so, uh, making this spamming the moves and stuff, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, to not get too that's why I'm making the games not too long. I think for a beat 'em up, 40 minutes or maximum 1 hour, it's enough for a beat 'em up, in my opinion. And when you have a game like this one, well, of course, it's not professional made, I made it back in the day with even less experience than when I did my Double Dragon game, okay? And but still, I had some experience from playing beat 'em ups game, okay? And more or less, I have an idea what makes a beat 'em up game fun, okay? So this is what I try to do with the knowledge I had on how to make a game, okay? Because again, I was not, and I still am not a real programmer or good programmer, I'm doing my best. And back then, I had far less knowledge than I have today about programming and stuff, okay? And this whole process. Anyway, and yeah, even still, it's not anything crazy. This game, I just feel like, to be honest, uh, I find it a little bit more entertaining than my Double Dragon game. A little bit more fun in gameplay wise. Even though I like and love more my Double Dragon game, okay? But there are a few things on the gameplay. I mean, this gameplay is more versatile. Let's say Double Dragon is a Double Dragon, okay? Sure, I gave it more moves and this and that, and than the original Double Dragon, okay? But it's still Double Dragon. It plays way different than this game. This is uh, the characters are from a fighting game, a nice fighting game. You have all these nice moves and stuff, and the way I implemented them in this beat 'em up style game, I think they're making it more fun and exciting to play than the Double Dragon arcade style game. No matter what, it will still feel, in my opinion, a little bit more slow, let's say, and less exciting in gameplay than a game like this. You know, same way if you make a game with the Street Fighter characters, like Mr. Q is doing this Final Fight game. How he is calling it, Fight Forever or something. When you're using characters from fighting games, so Street Fighter games and stuff, of course, the gameplay is gonna be more vibrant, let's say, and less boring. And so, even though this game is way simpler and also the stage design is way simpler, for you go just from point A to point B, and that's it. Way simpler than Double Dragon, and also the in the programming wise, it was way simpler to make this game than the Double Dragon game. To create all this Double Dragon stuff, the mechanics and stuff, this was a nightmare. Okay, this one was way simpler to code. That's why I made this game first instead of Double Dragon. Double Dragon was actually my My point, why I joined this scene and trying to learn making games, because I want to make this Double Dragon game. Okay, this was my plan, but I was not skilled enough to be able to program it, to make a good Double Dragon game that plays like Double Dragon game. Okay, this is way more complicated and not so easy to do like a game like this. So, and that's the ironic thing. This is having more vibrant, more exciting, more fun gameplay uh, than a Double Dragon game, but still the Double Dragon was way harder to program than this one. This was way easier. Besides all the characters and stuff, now programming wise, okay. Uh, Besides all the stuff the Double Dragon game had, when it comes to the characters and how they interact and all the stuff they can do. Besides all that, alone from the levels, the stages, they had alone for this platforming, and even that was not that crazy from platforming, but still it is so much extra stuff uh, to code alone because of that, and where you spawn enemies and how you spawn enemies alone because of all the platforming, in order for the game to work the way it works, and having the enemies coming out from doors and this and that, a lot of stuff, uh, there, for example, a game like this, you come from point A to point B, nothing special, okay. The screen is moving just from left to right, and that's it. You're advancing, and that's it, um, you can use all the hard-coded stuff the engine offers, okay, in order to make a level like this. Even with this animated stuff in the background, this is no scripting required, okay. You can use just the hard-coded commands that the OpenBOR engine is offering, okay, and it's fairly easy to do. It's nothing too complicated. I mean, of course, if you are very new, it will seem a little, even that will seem a bit hard to you, but I mean, it's no comparison with the work I had to do alone for the stages in the Double Dragon game. So much more work and so much more complicated, and so much stuff had to be made with scripts. Without scripts, no way. Okay, and so that's the thing. Sometimes looks can be deceitful. Okay, again, my play, I don't know, might seem more exciting or whatever, but does not necessarily mean it was harder to make than another game. That another game that might come across as simpler. Come on. And so we are almost finishing this game. So, and if no one will show up, will have nothing to say or whatever, after I will finish this game, I will stop the stream for today. So maybe if someone will show up and I don't know, will discuss anything, then maybe I will stay a little longer online. Otherwise, yeah, once I will be done with the game, I will be gone for today. So last time, I don't know, there was one guy showed up and we chatted a little bit. about general stuff, a little bit about games, also general stuff. He was also a Tekken player. And he was lucky. He was saying he is having a twin brother, and so he can couch co-op, Tekken games. So he's lucky because I was saying nowadays it's hard to find someone. Okay, you can play online, but there are games like this, for example. They don't have online playing, even though you can do this via parsec. There are programs that allow, but anyway, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Sometimes you have stuff you can only play it as couch co-op. And it's nice to have a twin brother who is also interested in this, and you always have someone to play with. You know what I mean? That's nice. So that is what the guy that showed up last time was saying. Unfortunately, my brother is older than me, and we live way, way far away from each other right now. But he was always not so interested in video games. Back in early 2000s, when I was having a PlayStation 2, sometimes we were playing a few games together, but nothing serious. Gran Turismo he liked because he's a lot with cars and stuff, interested in real life, and the only game that he liked a lot was Gran Turismo. And we were playing together, so we were competing in Gran Turismo. It was Gran Turismo 3 at the time, I think, and then by the time Gran Turismo 4 came out, we played a little bit together, but then he went away. He went to live in another country, and he's not anymore with me. It started with business and stuff, and then he got married there, and he mixed business and love, and therefore we lost him. So I can only play alone now. But anyways, I'm not playing too much. I'm not gaming too much nowadays anyways. As I said previously, all my PlayStations I had up to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 I did not buy. By then I was like, okay, I can play whatever comes out on PC or whatever from the few games that interest me anyway, and that's it. I don't need another PlayStation. Even the PlayStation 3 I had, I sold it fairly early. I mean, I did not buy it when it was very new. It was on his mid to end of his life when I bought PS3, okay? And I kept it only, I don't know, a few months, like maybe half a year or so, because I was only interested in a few games, And once I played these games, okay, I will go the easy route here. Once I played these games that interested me, it was Metal Gear, Guns of the Patriots, okay, Metal Gear Solid 4, uh, Gran Turismo 5, which was okay. What else? Yeah, there was Tekken 6 back then. It had this big campaign mode, which was very interested. Uh, and one or two. Oh, of course, it was GTA 3, but not 3. Sorry, GTA 5, 4, and 5. Okay, yeah, these two games, and I think that's it. It was not many games I played because I was not interested in many other games. On the PS2 I had way more games, but on PS3 there were not so many. You know, that that were my thing. But this one I mentioned, I think these were all nice games. Okay, and yeah, when I finished with them, then after some point, I think I sold my PS3 when Gran Turismo 6 came out. I bought it, and then this was for me the point where I realized, okay, Gran Turismo also is starting to suck more and more, and there were no other games new that were interesting me. And then I thought to myself, okay, what am I doing here? And I just sold the PlayStation 3. Because I realized again it was also in almost in its in the end of its life cycle, the PlayStation 3, it was about for the PlayStation 4 to come out. So let's play with Kisara. So this is why. So this is why I sold the PlayStation 3, and then after that I was not interested. The PlayStation 4, it was even worse when it came out for me. I mean, from game titles that I was interested in. It had none. And also in the meantime, I already moved on the PC. I had a decent PC about at the time, and I could game there. Then about GTA 5 for the PC. I had it there, and a few other games. Then the Witcher games also, and that was at the time. I mean, as far as modern gaming goes for me. Then plus all the other emulators and stuff. And now there's, yeah, with all this price hikes and stuff, I'm not even thinking on buying any console. There are a few games, modern games that are supposed to come out, of course, GTA 6, but I'm very skeptical about it. And I think this is why it took them, um they delayed the release by almost a year. I think it was supposed to come out a year ago and stuff, and they delayed the release many times because I think since the political stuff a lot have changed, and also with the games this DEI stuff is starting to die lately, the last year or so. You see, because they got a lot of pushback about the DEI in games and stuff. And I think I have the feeling that these delays with the GTA 6 have to do something with this. I think they are correcting all this bullshit. They are toning down a little bit the DEI bullshit. I think, who knows? Maybe it is just policing, but I kind of having the feeling. Because many modern games are having all this DI bullshit, and people are tired of it. And many games are failing. Now, I don't think GTA will fail, but on the other hand, I'm not confident that it will be like GTA 5. You're not gonna have story like with Trevor and Michael, and uh, sorry, I lost. I'm bad at multitasking. Trevor, Michael, and how's the other guy? I know the name not now because my head is now a bit messed up. because I'm so long for multitasking. I'm bluffing and playing. Um, my God. Anyways, but uh, all the characters. Anyways, I don't know. My brain now stopped. Uh, you get what I mean. The GTA 5 characters are very interesting, very well thought characters. Very nice story, very interesting. The game was nuts. Okay, it was really fun, and so I highly doubt that this the game the GTA 6. I highly doubt that it will be that interesting because again I'm suspecting a lot of DEI bullshit. Uh, and yeah, this is where I'm losing a little bit my confidence. It will not feel like uh, you are not gonna see. I don't think you are gonna see characters like Trevor. I think the game will feel way more sterilized like as GTA 5 was. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm a bit skeptical. And then again, then you have The Witcher 4, which I'm interested. And again, there I'm skeptical too. But we will see. So far from the looks, both games look good, and we will see. And yeah, this few games that I'm interested on from other games. Okay, uh, they have first to come out, and when they will come out, I will have to see if my PC will manage to play them. Maybe I will have to do some upgrades first, and yeah, I will see how that will go. Maybe I because this is also pissing me off. I don't wanna pay $700 or whatever or $800 just to buy a PlayStation 5, or just to buy a new graphics card just to play these games. You know what I mean? To me it's not worth it. Imagine paying all this extra $700 to $800 for a graphic card or for a console, and then plus the games. I have to give a grand just to play these 2 or 3 games. You know what I mean? In case that my PC will not handle. Okay, which I'm very suspecting it will be the case. But anyways, so that's the sad state of modern gaming. Pay or go fuck yourself, bitch. This is the gaming industry. This is how it looks nowadays. Pay, bitch, or fuck off. But it's not the problem. Is not the pay, bitch. The problem is the pay a lot, bitch. That's the problem. Everything is getting out of hand. So I'm finally almost done. Because to be honest, I'm a little bit bored. I enjoy this game, but just I'm not so used to, because I'm talking a lot, and I'm not so used to talking and try to concentrate in game. I'm not really concentrating. I'm playing like an asshole. I'm just pressing buttons, and then I'm not enjoying myself as much as I would if I were just playing the game. But hey, I wanted to live stream for some reason. Ah, come on, assholes. Let me beat you. Okay. Aha, now I know. Eat this. Oh, fuck. Come on, assholes. Come on. Oh, no. No, no, no. Fucking assholes. Come on, do your ground attack. Fucking idiot. Again, he blocked. You see, that's the problem. He blocked my ground attack. It seems I either have forgot to add this all these years or something changed. Somewhere I must have made it change. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's fairly possible that I forgot because originally the game used older versions of the engine. Sometime at some point I updated engine version for the game. I made some changes to fix some stuff that needed because it's always like that when you are setting open bore engine version for your games. Sometimes some stuff breaks or some other stuff have to be changed and so on, you know. And because something like that, if I'm just playing randomly and I'm notching a few times in one session, you know how many times I'm playtesting my games before I release it, and this game I played million times, you know. If I'm noticing now this, it's impossible that I did not have not noticed before, you know. So somewhere in the engine transition, I think something must have changed, and somehow I did not notice it. But anyway, again, if at some point we'll make another update, I will may fix that too, because the ground attacks should not be able to be blocked. That looks stupid when the enemies are doing that. He's lying down in the bottom, and all of a sudden he's standing blocking. That should not be that should not be the case. That's the point from having ground attacks, to be cheap at the moment. You know, you beat up the enemy who is on the ground. That's the whole point. He should not be able to block this. Come on, when will he die? Okay, I'm getting my ass kicked. Ah, okay, I will get. Who else is having? Ryoko. Anyway, I will get Foma. I want some air grabbing. This was my chance. I want to grab the enemies in the air. Come on, jump, 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 and I will fuck you. Hey, you asshole. Okay, I'm getting my ass kicked again. Come. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You want some more? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking assholes. Okay, the final boss. And the final change I made to the game. This is what I was talking about. You will see. When his health will go at 50%, he will split into. So to make the last fight a little bit less boring than it was. Come, can I grab you please? Come on, can I grab you please? No? Yes. Yes. You don't want any more? Still you will get some. That's the thing, in such a battle where you have only just one enemy, without minions, the enemy AI has to be more creative than that. Here, he does not have pattern, he's just reacting and doing different moves depending on the distance and where you are, all this bullshit. It's not having any advanced AI or something, you know, and that's why this fight is fairly boring. I mean, he is having a lot of randomness, okay, on what moves he will use and stuff, but still he's very fairly predictable, and yeah, this is what I mean. Now, his health bar looks full, but it's still, both of them are having in total the rest 50% that was remained from previous, okay? So let's say from 1000 HP it came to 500 HP, then it split up to these two characters and to two characters, and then the two characters are having 250, the rest 250 the one, the rest 250 the other. So even though the health bar is looking full, but it's just the remaining, because I did not want to make it extra painful. That, I mean, he's already having a lot of health, you know. That's why, as we can see, it's taking a lot more. It's depleting its health bar way faster than before. because both they are having just 250 HP, I think each. Still, it's a little bit of an improvement, a small improvement, but very small to this fight. Because, but again, as you can see, when you have two of them, it's and also they are walking faster and stuff. It makes it so much more challenging, but actually not really. It's still very easy. And I lost all these credits because I'm playing like ass, you know. That's the only reason. And I only have one more credit left. And that's because I did not pay attention at all. But not because I made the game more difficult or something. The game still sucks. I mean, it's very easy. Anyway, yeah, my bullshit. My spelling is suck. No, nothing makes sense. This fucking story, it's all bullshit. I know. But my story is usually this. These bad guys, you good, you kill bad guys. That's it. That's my story. Oh, anyway. Anyway, fuck this. So, and this is it. I think this will be it. This will be it. So, I will say I'm gonna go now. Uh, yeah, maybe next time someone will show up. If not, that's okay too. Again, it's not like don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm planning to do this stuff regularly now. You know, um, I'm not because I'm not okay. Uh, I don't. From time to time, I mean, I'm not. It's not like what I'm trying to say is. It's not like I'm trying to be a live streamer or whatever or YouTubers. I'm not interested in all this bullshit. I have I have my job was so real life job, you know, and I don't wanna have any business, internet business or any of this bullshit. I'm not interested in this. Just from time to time. So in no way I'm gonna do anything like this professionally or try or whatever. I don't care. I'm not. Anyways, I'm not the right person for this. Okay. Uh, I'm lacking a lot of things required in order to do this anyway. But even if I'm not interested in that, the point of this is, yeah, just to hang out from time to time. I mean, uh, there are a few people that I know. We had some private discussions about games and this and that. I mean, from the Chronograph community, other developers, sometimes we hang out and discuss things further and stuff about games and so. Uh, and it was interesting, because we are in this community for so long, for so many years, and yeah, after we interacted so many times in the forums and stuff, or exchange ideas, sometimes help each other. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to also just meet this person. I mean, like really like meeting, like chatting and stuff, So now I know they are having this chat like stuff in the forum. They are having this functionality, but again, I'm not in the forum anymore. But it's not. I mean, it's not about only members that I know and stuff. I have other guys to contact them if I want to contact someone. It's not just about that. I mean, in general, all people who may have played my games or whatever, they want to contact me for whatever reason, say something or whatever. I think it's also okay to have this opportunity, because I'm also curious. Uh, I'm also a bit curious to hear from people. Sometimes, I mean, I see when people playing my games. Some people are making like commentary and stuff. They're playing and they're like similar like I'm doing right now, but it's about the games, okay? And you kind of getting their opinion a little bit, uh, but it's not always the case, and sometimes, yeah, sometimes after all these years, I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see what people think of the games and this whole open world game making in general and stuff, and yeah, that's it, and that's why I think that's just an opportunity, maybe, I don't know, to just chat about all this stuff, but anyway, yeah, the next, so I'm gonna stop now. The next, I don't know when it will be. This week I don't think anymore. uh, Saturday will be nice, but it will depend on how, because I have to work. I will be working at Saturday. I'm not working today and tomorrow, and that's therefore I will be working at Saturday, um, and I don't know if I will be if I will be tired and stuff. It will depend. If I will not be that tired, maybe I will stream again at Saturday, because this is usually where more people might be around, and so we'll see. Otherwise, um, at next week or whatever, I don't know. We'll see. Whenever the case might be. Again, I'm not into doing it this regularly, but from time to time, maybe 2 times in a week, maybe one in 2 months, I don't know. This is like it comes to me like how I feel, if I feel I'm doing it. Anyway, so that will be it for today, and I hope you guys doing well, and yeah, till next time when I will do it again. Okay. So see you and take care.